Good evening, boys and girls. And unfortunately we were caught short just before the battle began. And as you can see, we're currently sitting in the Kazi. So obviously the battle has not actually occurred yet, even though you can hear the fire going around us. Now, obviously to say I'm a little bit concerned about that, considering I am sitting on the john, as it were. So you can see here, there's a little bit going on. You can see fire coming in from all directions, past the Kazi as I'm trying to, you know, do the necessary. Anyway, so let me show you the map. Now, obviously, this has been slightly modified. Now, by slightly modified, oh, and Hoghams has started the killing already. The reason you can tell it has been slightly modified, and by whom, is by this identifying mark. Yes, it has been modified by Aztir, and there is an island with a flaming unicorn. Yeah, what can you say? Aztir's nothing if not subtle. So, as you can see, loads of troops coming out. Where it looks like it's the Austrians versus the Russians. 77Y are the Russians, the 37th Light are in there as well, and the 37th RT. And on the ostrich side, the ostrich? The Austrian side, you have the 2E, the 4E, the 88th, the 65th. Yeah, they all look like ostriches. So you can see plenty in there. And these guys making their way up. Now the trouble is, the problem that they have there... Uh-oh, hang on. Hold that thought. Technical... Okay. Their artillery regiment quit. Oh dear. Oh well. So Johnny Maverick commits suicide, and everybody else decides to snuff it. So essentially what's happened is now 77 versus 76, so it's not live at the moment. So, oh well, these things happen. Random people up here. The trouble is I can't really do my Kazi introduction now because it's going to lose its appeal. You've already seen it, and there's not really much else I can say, really. Except, this must be the bar, because you've got a couple... See, it's missing its table. Oh, no, it's a horse trough. I suppose that's as close to the bar as we can get. We can put some ice in there, and a few drinks, a couple of flagons of ale from here. Keep it cooled, and we'll have to see. So... oh dear, let's go swimming. Blub, 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 blub. See, look, even the fire works underwater. This is the level of quality of fire here. This is underwater fire. So, considering the flaming unicorn. There he is. Mao with a little dose of sarcasm there. We'll let you play without artillery if you want, but that would make things a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, hey-ho. Never mind. So, this is the spawn here. Complete with dead bodies. Lots of them. Blum, 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 blum. And, let's see. So, get all these guys set up. So, the amount of qualities and props are higher. So, it will likely lag more. Yay. Oh, look at that. Temurai killing yet more people again. Bad Temurai. Bad Temurai. Okay. So, we're going to do this again. Joker's getting himself set up. So, we'll see what happens. Okay. There's a red coat in a white coat. Not exactly accurate, but never mind. As Temurai is determined to kill people, he just can't help. He can't stop himself shooting. He just can't do it. Good to see a mass. This is like watching a line of can-can dancers. So there's the 4E. on their way out onto the battlefield. There seems to be a few corpses over here. Complete next to this area. So, as you can see, there we go. So, past... Oh, there we go. Hogshams takes down some of the ATLR. More fire coming in. And there is obviously the... There is Land's Mac. There's Mac. There we go. He has been spotted. Oh, dear. Oh, that was just too good. Oh, dear. Oh, he's doing the Superman. There he is. Oh, dear. Poor Mac. Anyway. There's the match. Right, so we're going to go live on reset. So we can't really... Can we start from the bog again? Let's see if we can start from the bog. Let's see, here we go. And, yeah, just pretend everything previously didn't happen. So we'll start again. Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to broadcast on the plot, so to speak. So, as you can see, we are in the Kazi, in the middle of a battlefield. You can see there's a fort behind us, complete with enemy on the walls. And this is another 77Y siege event. So, there we go. We're now out of the Kazi, the the Napoleonic Kazi, as you can see. Very quality-driven stuff. So, let's see what's going on. This is the fort being defended by the Russians. There we go, 17Y and friends, 37th Artillery, 37th Light, and you've also got the, on the ostrich side, yes, the ostrich, the Austrians, of course. Mustn't forget those ostriches. And there's the 88th, the 12th IR, the 65th. Oh, so many people in there. So, as you can see, these are the guys defending. Now, this map has been altered slightly for the benefit of the players. As a result, it has the mark of the Aztir, the Flaming Unicorn Island. So there we go, the subtle and understated island. So if ever you wanted just a single picture to sum up Aztir, that's it. A horse's ass. Anyway, let's move over to have a look at the attack on the fort. As the 4E, the 65th, and, oh, Nipples McGee. God, dear, poor Nipples. Taken down by a cannonball early on. And you can see here, you've got the guys making their way in. There's Land's Mac leading his men onto glory and onto bullety death at any moment. You can see, yeah, he's made it there. And... yeah. Okay, so... congratulations, Mac has managed to not beat his ability, or not beat his timed record for survival in a round. However, fortunately, these attackers respawn. So, you can see here, let's get up high and have a look to see how the defences are laid out. So, you've obviously got these two main areas here, or three main areas. So, you've got the edges there, edge over there, less kind of coming in from that side because they can't sneak round. And you've also got in here that defensive area, along with an additional cannon, a cannon there, a mortar there, another cannon with more troops. Now you do have the ladder here, which fortunately is right in front of the mortar, and that mortar's off and running. As Ather takes out Avior and Temerai and McDonkey and Thingamajib. Very good shot indeed. And very good stuff. So the 88th have now taken over the cannon. You can see here an attempt by the Austrians to make their way up the ladder was unsuccessful, and the ladder has now been dropped down back onto the floor. You can see, oh, Chadtopia with a lovely strike into the 12th there. The poor 12th taking cannonball, taking out 4 of their members. So you can see here the cannons coming in here. Let's just see who this is. So this is, I'm guessing, yeah, the 88th, the old one Max, and Lance Corporal Mina. Whoever says women aren't allowed on the battlefield never spoke to Mina. And you've also got another cannon slightly further back with Jersey, Private Mike, and the officer in charge, Sergeant Aether. So he is giving the commands. And, oh, Dirty Morph! Dirty, dirty, dirty boy. That is just shocking. Oh, God! Oh, my God! Look at this! Oh, wow. Okay, that's... yeah. That's a little bit unfortunate, as you can see. The 4E the 4E basically was slagging off his unicorn, and the 4E have just been wiped out by a very nice mortar shot from the 77Y, and apparently that's karma for saying rude words about Aztir's unicorn. So what can you say? Anyway, what remains of the Austrians here making their way up towards the attacking area. There is Landsmack. There we go. Charging in to save the day, or not. Actually, did he just catch a bullet? No, he didn't. Bloody hell. What's going on? The universe is not making sense. Mac is still alive. How can this be? So you can see the 77Y defending. You've got guys standing up on the wall as well, taking pot shots at these guys as they're making their way up. You've obviously got the Ginger Ninja trying to defend this ladder. And you've got fire coming in from Dirty Morph again. God, he's the guy. Oh, goodness me. Oh, no. Look at that. That's just... ouch. So more fire coming in. That's really unfortunate for the poor 88th there. And members over here. Let's see. Yeah, that's not looking good. They really shouldn't stand behind that building, especially as the mortar has the range of them. Exactly like that. So the mortar has their range. Really, they should be setting up over here, which is essentially what they're doing. So the 8LR playing it smart and hiding, hopefully, out of mortar range, as Chadtopia then takes out most of the 66. Yeah. Wow. So you can see here huge amounts of fire coming in. Look, a couple of people taken down on the way. More fire coming in from all over the place. Skill Pill takes down poor old Corporal Tarzi. As we can see, oh, there we go. Poor old John Miller gets taken down long distance. And, rubberization has occurred. Now, this is going to be very advantageous for the attacking ostriches. They will be making their way in. They can get up onto the wall now, but it's going to be a choke point. You see this here? This essentially is a choke point. So they want to try and find other areas to get into the base. Now, you could do it in such a way that you could possibly rebelize this area, which would take out that cannon. If you rebelize that, then they'd have 2 options. Or you could possibly rebelize this area. So it all depends on how they decide to focus with the artillery. Bear in mind, there is 12 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock, as everybody is going to be trying to get into this location. This is where they need to get to. Now, obviously, they could possibly take out that gate, as guarded by Private Abbey. That would mean that they can run in very, very quickly and pour sheer numbers. So, let's see. So here is the defence. Now, there's Slayer Boy. And there, of course, is Mr. Oblivion, young Cat Oblivion. taking pot shots at the enemy. Looks like they've got smart and are moving down the side here. As Cannonball bounces into the water over the other side. As these guys are making their way over onto the right-hand side. So there's General Casey from the 65th. Looking wonderful as usual. Leading his men. Or not. Okay. So effective fire up here from the 77Y. Looking down on these guys as they are trying to make their way to this ladder over on the far side. Now the trouble is, when they do that, they're then going to come under fire, like that. And so I don't think they've got the numbers to do it. No, they don't. So that's very unfortunate. These guys are pouring fire down on this poor little guy, Cadet Smeagol. And Sticky Rubber wipes out half of the 4E again. The rubberized one is decidedly evil this evening. As let's see what's going on the rubble area. So let's see. This is the main fighting area. There's Murray there taking... Oh, God. Okay. So there's Private Abbey. Not sure why Private Abbey is on the Austrian side. So, random all over the place. And this is where the... This is where all the problems are happening. See, this is where they're spawning. This is where they're getting set up. You've got Cat Oblivion, who's hitting them with big amounts of explosives. That's really causing them a problem. See what I mean? It's just rubberizing this building. So it's not causing major problems to these guys as they come out of their spawn. They are kind of getting a little bit bunched up here. That might be part of the problem. And that's exactly the kind of situation that a person is looking for. Now, let's just check to see if that 77Y is still there. No, there we go. Private Abbey, yeah, he got moved, so that's alright then. Okay, so now these guys are having to snake around. If they run in a straight line, then they're just waiting for a cannonball in the face. That's the problem. There's Joker there making his way forward. And as you can see there, Sticky Rubber taking out more members of the 4E. They're having a tough time tonight. The poor 4E are really having a tough time. As we are looking at Biggin de Wolfen. So for a captain of the 65th. And he is making his way up to the rubberized corner. And this has been defended by the 77Y and friends. Now, part of the issue is the fact that they want to try and cause as much damage as they can, because the attackers have unlimited lives, but the defenders do not. So they are limited to what they can do. So after a while, you get overrun with the sheer weight of numbers, which is exactly what's happened now. So now the 77Y are being pushed back to their defensive positions. There's the Ginger Ninja, uncharacteristically running away from the battle. That's not like him at all. And there we go. See, now this is exactly what I predicted would happen. They've actually rubberized the left area as well, giving them 2 points of attack to get into the Star Fort. So this is good play by the 88th Artillery, playing for the ostrich side. I've just got ostriches on the brain today. The Austrians. Anyway. Oh, look, ran the ball. They ran the ball. And there we go. There's Adam McCormack. Looking to defend. Who's this? This is probably Cat Oblivion. That's a really bad moustache cat. And there is Slayer Boy. Always nice to see an artillery man with a patch over his eye. Because, you know, you only need one eye for aim, surely. So, as you can see now, let's have a look at the defensive layout for these guys. A lot thinner in the middle, but they've had to move defensive teams over to the right more and to the left. So, to try and counteract the fact that it's being rebelled on the right and rebelled on the left. So this is going to be interesting to see what happens. Now, the thing is, this one is going to be the more serious one for them. They're going to put more troops here because all it is a quick run down here and into that area. Now, down there is Mr. Rubber, waiting for an opportunity. So he is being patient. And you can see here plenty of stabbings and stuff going on as we are looking. I think is that 65th, I think it is? Yeah, 65th, making a charge up the left-hand rubble into trying to take out the 77Y. Nice block there by Bigger Wolfen, and he is going for that 77Y trooper who's managed to stab him in the groin. And that's Hoghams who has managed to stab him in the groin. And these guys hopefully have learned their lesson. Nope, not yet. So there's Private Millick. If they're standing there, they're going to get a high explosive mortar in the face. So there's members of the 88th getting set up. More members coming out here. There's Stiffneck from the 8LR making their way out of that area as Mina manages to take out members of the 77Y, including Temerai. Cat Oblivion currently doing quite well with 18 and 0. So a good play here. And Cat Oblivion notices he's top of the scoreboard. And you can see here the artillery of the 88th doing a good job. So let's see what's going on with the 8LR making their way in now. So these guys making their way in up to the rubbled area. You've also got Random Drummer out in the middle of nowhere. So there's Pete Ghost and the 12IR. We do enjoy a little bit of random drumming. So you can see here, oh, there we go, they're up on the ladder as well. 65th have come in via the ladder, trying to attack as many of the Russians as possible on the battlements. You can see their sheer weight of numbers, they're going to have a problem. And, of course, the inevitable team killing begins, as always happens in this game, because of the things that happen. You go in for a stab, as Mal said before, you go in for a stab, and then a little bit of lag, and the guy you were going to stab is not there anymore, but your friend is, and you basically disembowel the poor sod. So, you know, it's just one of those things. So, let's see. As we make a move over to the guns. So... okay, so there's Corporal Mina, and there's Old One Max, and we've also got a fellow over here. There we go, there's Mike. And there's, of course, Jersey. And... ah, okay. So... let's see what's happening. Oh, fine beards. Good beardiness going on in this spawn. However, there's Stiffneck. Okay. Here is the 12th IR. And they are making their way up, as you can see. So 2 of the cannons for the 77... oh! Good shot there, sir. Was that Nipples? Oh, please don't tell me that was Nipples again. Oh, Nipples. Oh, you have such a talent for capturing bullets in the face. Poor Nipples. Okay, so... as you can see, rubberized corner of the Star Forts. Being well defended, but holy crap. Look at all of this ammo. And all of these guns. So many bodies. So much equipment. And these guys are slowly being whittled back in numbers. This is going to be a problem for the Russians. They're all being taken out slowly and surely. But with only 2 minutes and they haven't actually yet breached into this central area, that's going to be a problem for them. Now there's Cadet Stabby in there with the very patient Sticky Rubber waiting for his opportunity. So we just have to wait and see what happens. Moving on to the fort wall. Lots of stabbies, lots of stabbiness. So bayonetti fun is occurring on the walls. There's Private Patch there. You can see, oh dear, lots of firing coming in, and Colonel Joker takes a bullet, and Malekith actually shot somebody. I don't believe it. So here we go. Here's the 4E getting set up now. I'm just waiting for an explosive ordnance to land here and ruin it all. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. So let's see. That building seems to have repaired itself, which is quite interesting. So as you can see, Mac there abusing some of his troops. And there we go. They are now moving out. So, there we go. So they decided to hide behind that building and make their way around to the other building. So smart play there by the 4E. There's Bigard Wolfen of the 65th leading his troops out, looking very smart indeed. With his gold braid. Look at that, doesn't he look wonderful? And here, of course, is down so basically, they're chilling on the beach. So Landsmac and the 4E are chilling on the beach. No surfing, obviously, because there's not really a lot of water moving around outside. But, you know, these things happen. Anyway, a few of these guys taking some fire, and Stiffneck gets a bullet from Sharpshooter Smoke Trail. So living up to his name. And you can see fire coming in there. Oh, the old one, Max, with a nice kill. Unfortunately, Cadet Duke taking a bullet. And there we go. Looks like the charge has been given. They're coming out with the last few seconds left on the map. They have gone in for the charge, and Ast is dead. So there you go. It's officially a proper round. And he will be now swapping the teams. And we'll be on to the next round. Be right back. Well, you'll be glad to know that the fort recently has been repaired. So you can see here. Yes, look at that. Wonderful job by the local craftsman, I have to say. You wouldn't even know there was a problem. Anyway, the sides have been swapped around. So the 77Y are now attacking as Austria. No, not the ostriches and not Australians. They are, in fact, from Austria. And they are attacking the Russians. So, okay. Who's that fool? Hoghams. Very soon to end up as a horse's rear end. Gunner Murray also in there. And who is the other person? There's Dirty Morph. Looking relatively normal and somewhat rustic. So you can see here now. Now this is the kind of thing that we're talking about when it comes to dealing with artillery. So there's Jelger leading his troops over into a corner over here. Now, obviously, what they want to try and do is put the edge. There we go. So they're trying to curl it around. So if cannonball comes flying down, it takes as few people out as possible. So that's essentially what they're doing there. They are taking fire. Old Siri gets taken down quickly with a nice bullet, as you've got a fella in here as well. There's 65th Smeagol. Now, these guys obviously are going to be on the walls. There's Jean Lassalle. So you can see the 77Y here. Oh, and Major Malekith gets killed. Oh dear. That was quick. As, oh, Temerai taking out members of the 88th already. So nice shot there by Temerai. You can see damage done to the wall. Rubberization is in progress as we speak. And his greatsword making his way up the ladder in towards Bullety Death, going in. And I wonder if he's going to go for the mortar guy. No, he's come under attack straight away. Oh, nice. Stab there. Goes for a quick block. Goes in for another stab. But it looks like they are going to have some problems here up on the wall. The 77Y are slowly making... there's another Superman. So there's Superman doing his thing. More 77Y trying to come up. But unfortunately, Awesome Saka has been snuffed out. And look at this. The 77Y have made their way up onto the battlements already. Thanks to this ladder and the late Jelger. So you can see up here the 77Y now are in the process of harassing the enemy along with those two mortars. So that means the mortarmen will have trouble, and it looks like, there we go, they nearly caused a problem for them. So we are going to be looking over on the right hand side. Oh no. Colonel Joker taken out very quickly. Oh dear. Jersey there with a lovely shot. High explosive goodness into members of the 77Y. You can see them there as they're making their way down the beach. More cannon fire going in. Let's see. As they're making their way up towards the ladder, no doubt led by either Aztir. Not anymore. Now, I just saw some fluting going on there. I think that may have been from the guard dog, but unfortunately it is no more. So, as you can see, there's a dead Jelger. Sorry, a dead Aztir. 101 uses for dead Aztir. I need suggestions for 91. At the moment, 1 to 90 are a teabag target, so suggestions are welcome. Oh, nice stabbing going in. Oh, goodness me. Let's see who this is. This is Rickamaroo going in, taking down some of the artillery guys. Nice stab by Rick there. Look at him go. Wow, he's really poning face at the moment with the bayonet. He now comes under attack from two people. Goes in for another stab. Double stab. Going in, he's doing really, really well. Wow, Rickamaroo doing fantastic on the battlements. Look at him, he's under attack from so many people and eventually just got ganged up on and killed. So unfortunately, he couldn't survive much longer, poor Rick, but he did such a good job up there on the battlements. So you can see more fire coming down, and there we go. More corpses on the floor, and the ladder's now been dropped down. Now, you can see here, oh, ouch, that's gonna sting, as a significant number of the 77Y were just taken down by a lovely cannon shot. So let's see, here we go. So yeah, there we go. So there's the lovely cannon shot. Oh, ouch. Temerai, you devious and evil bastard. So that's pretty much what he was waiting for. And looks like most of the people who were killed are actually up on this corner. So they would have been standing on this corner and killed by the drop and the rubblization of that area. So you can see them there going in. Looks like they're going hand to hand. The occasional shots. Yeah, there we go. Occasional shot in. And Braxton, oh goodness me, he's up behind them. And he's trying to take out as many people as he can. He's not going to have much luck because he can't overcome the sheer weight of numbers. Lots of team kill going in. Captain Bigger the Wolfen has been taken down. So let's see if we can follow these guys. There's 65th. And here we go, the 12th. Lining up and presenting on the attackers. Looking very good indeed. So you can see, there we go. There's Ardent Sniper. There's Riki in there doing his damage. And you can see remaining members of the 77Y now pushing up onto this corner of the fort. Now, let's see what's going on over here. There is some damage here and some damage here. So there's been a couple of cannonball strikes on this left corner wall. Now, obviously, it will be advantageous to them if they can isolate and neutralize that cannon from the point of view of strategy. Because then they're only going to be fired on by that cannon, which will make life significantly easier. Plus, they have 2 inroads to get into the fort. So the fact that they've got onto the walls very quickly indeed is a good sign for the 77Y. And a bad sign. Oh, look! It's an alive Nipples McGee. Congratulations, sir. You have survived for more than 10 minutes. And there we go. The old one, Max, doing a great job with the artillery. And you can see a lovely line of a detachment of the 77Y here, doubling back on each other, on themselves, as they're following a great big huge line. Oh, somebody getting lost there. There's Mr. Blue right in the middle. So this appears to be some kind of, yeah, this looked to be, it almost looked like a holding pattern for aeroplanes. Come in, number 7, your time is not up. Okay, so a bit of fire coming in. The odd number gets taken down. Panos the Pyro taken down. Same thing with Thingamajib and Bradders, but fire coming in from Dirty Morph, taking down quite a few people there. And Mina then replying into Temerai, Murray and Doombringer. So that's essentially their artillery over there has just been flattened. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is glorious. Oh, the 4E, you utterly wonderful bastards. Look at this. This is drilling. Look at this. We got to watch this. So, assuming anybody actually comes into range. So, lots of fire going on. This is what you call drilling. Oh, somebody fired. Premature firing, premature firing. Oh dear. There we go. Look at that. Fire coming in. Lots of fire coming in from the 4E. And Duke, unfortunately, catching a bullet. Everybody reloading, so poor old Duke is there. A few members of the 4E, unfortunately, getting killed. And it seems that the 65th Invite is on the wrong team, as the 8LR are defending. Now, here, the 77Y, you can see being a little bit more cautious, hiding behind the defences. Maybe the 4E, yeah, it looks like the 4E are making their way up. Are they going to try and get into a nice drilled line again to put down maximum firepower? No, they're not. Fire coming in from the 77Y, taking down a huge number of the 4E. Very unfortunate there. Numbers have been pared down quite significantly. Gelger there, dying in a bayonet fight on the wall. There's Gilles Nay. Nay, thrice nay. And even more nay now as he's dead. And we are looking at, there you go, G-Advance. Now, what these guys are trying to do is pick off the defenders. Because they're behind that retaining wall, that gives them a benefit because they can protect themselves behind this wall. Now, that means that they're going to be harder to defeat. Now, these guys all playing it smart and watching that direction. So you can see them all. Now, the problem that's going to occur is if this wall gets rubberized. If this wall gets rubberized, these guys are immediately susceptible to attack from the rear, as one of the cannoneers just gets taken down, complete with his noose at the back there, just in case the wall becomes too much. So it's not a noose, I know that. So you can see they're going in with the cotton bud. He's going to clean those ears out for no reason whatsoever. So let's see. There we go. Looks like more members of the 77Y nearly making it to that stair. That stair is going to be a problem. Now, if they can get that, that means that they can potentially open that for this reason. Yeah. That is what they're looking for. Now, they're looking to try and take this portcullis down. Sheer weight of numbers. Distraction up here. There we go. That's exactly what they were looking for. But unfortunately, they've moved into an absolutely massive killing ground. All the enemy are looking over them. However, this might have been a good job, as it looks like they're trying to get that flag down. Lots of people jumping down onto the haystack here and onto the thatched roof to try and take out the 77Y as they are trying to take that flag down. So that was a very sneaky attempt there by Malekith and the 77Y. While everybody was distracted and shooting in the direction of the rubberization, he thought he'd try and sneak in and get the flag. Now, it looks like now, at the moment, they don't have the numbers. That's going to cause them a problem. Yeah, there we go. So the flag is remaining at its current location. But the problem is, if I'm right in thinking, yep, there we go. Look at this. That really needs to be closed. And if they do not close it quickly, there we go. Smart play, smart play. The portcullis is slammed in their face. That means then, immediately, this detachment of the 77Y will then have to move to the right-hand side, led by Panos the Pyro, over to the right-hand side and attack from there. No doubt what they're going to try and do. There we go, to get in and take that portcullis back up again. Let's see if he can actually do it. There we go. Portcullis is coming back up. So the way is open for the 77Y. The question is, yep, there we go. There we go. The floodgate has been opened. Gaz is leading the charge in, complete with an extremely girly-looking pipe, I have to say. But he does have a ponytail, so, you know, what can he do? So Gaz leading in and gets team killed by one of the cadets. A Gallipoli veteran. But never mind. Okay, so these things happen. All part of the fun that is this game. So you can see here, all bit of team damage going on there, as Nico doing a great job from the ATLR trying to defend this flag area. He is doing his best to try and defend from a couple of attacking 77Y, and he unfortunately gets taken down fire coming in from these areas. Look at these guys standing by the thatched roof. There's Land Mac, of course, currently beating his record for survivability, along with Dust Muffin. Yes, yay for muffins is all I can say. And you can see there that they are looking directly at the entrance to the fort. So they can put in suppressive fire. Now, whether or not they're going to get down here and put some kind of arrangement in so that they can actually do something with it, I don't know. There is a cannon, so they could potentially put canister shot into the cannon and butcher loads of people as they come down. Now, there we go. There we go. That was what the 77Y were waiting for. Another rebelization on the left-hand side of the fort here, looking from the 77Y spawn, means that they have now got 3 options for coming into this fort from all directions. So no doubt what they're going to do is split up a detachment to come on the left wall, detachment on the right wall, and detachment down the middle. But they'll probably end up turning me into a complete liar by going all on the left side. So let's see. Over on the right side is looking relatively secure as far as the Austrians are concerned. Yet they're now moving round. Well, he's not, obviously. But they're now moving round to try, and there's Major Malekith there, in having a bit of a saber fight with a couple of guys who are defending that area. Oh, helped out by his teammates. He's going in, about to get stabbed. There we go. There goes Major Malekith, stabbed in the bottom with a bayonet. And he is no more. And let's see what's going on. Okay. So you can see here another detachment making their way down. A few members of the Russian defenders, okay, maybe not him, are trying to defend. There is Lescotti. Oh dear, didn't want to go AFK. Run for it, cheese it, cheese it. Yeah, oh no, he's taking a bit of damage. He's taking a bit of damage, so... Look at that. That's what you call hiding. This is VAT warfare. This is VAT warfare. You don't see it very often. He is hiding. He is making use. He's got some cartridges, so that's good. All he's got to do is pop up from the VAT and do the patented VAT attack. And then everything will be all right. Now, the flag has obviously gone back up to its normal level. Members of the 8LR and the 4E suffering on the top of the thatched roof. And you can see here plenty of... There we go, the flag's going down like a stone. Look at that. More of the Russians now jump in and halt the flag progression. So they're quick moving there by the Russians. They all jump down onto the thatched roof so they wouldn't get damaged, into the main square so that they can stop the flag going down. Another push attempt by the 77Y. Looks like it may have been stopped by smart play from the Russian team as Georgia gets stabbed by Lieutenant Colonel Space Badger. Great name, by the way. Love that. You always fear the Space Badgers. And, yeah, he didn't do very well. His VAT-related defense did not turn out to be the thing he hoped it would be. Now, as you can see here, unfortunately, most of the Russians are dying. The flag is getting very close to the floor. Not many people left. Oh, no, they should have... Oh, dear. Why did they not close the portcullis? Oh, dear. That's not going to go well when they put the cannon that close. Yeah, there we go. All the Russians are now going to have to move in very quickly, shear away the numbers, and it's all over. 3 minutes left. There we go. And Malekith manages to get cut down right at the end. So, there you have it. GG's to all, and we shall see what they decide to do with a fun round. And we shall be right back. Okay, well, this is going to be... rockets. Lots and lots of rockets. Oh, crikey. Oh, let's go over here. Let's get up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, load the rocket. Load the rocket. Come on. I hope I'm not going to pick it up. Oh, it did as well. Bugger. There we go. Place the rocket. Take control. There we go. Oh, good God, that's so accurate. Ah! Opportunistic git. Right, let's go forwards. Let's place the rockets.
Rule Britannia! Rule Britannia!
Come on, come on. What? I can't come quick. They're coming towards me. Yes, I killed Sniper. Oh, the shame of it. The ignominy. Whatever. Yeah, that word. Okay, time to pick up the... and run in this direction. Oh dear. Come on. There we go, we got one of them. Might have technically stabbed my own person, but that's not the point. Oh. Wow. Yay. Let's just kill everybody. Can't believe I actually survived. There we go. That's a normal round. We've just killed Lad. Gits. Ah, dear. Oh dear. At least I got Sniper. I think we get to play as the Russians now, don't we? Yes, we do. Excellent. I shall do a side attack here. I wonder if that's Malekith. It is. I bet it is. Oh dear. Can I get on the... I can't get on the horse, can I? Because I'm just... There we go. Oh no, there's a Landsmack. No, stay away from me. You'll be a target. Don't even think about it. Go away. I'll stab your horse. Yes, that's my name. Private guards incoming. Good stuff. This should be fun. Okay. I noticed they've killed more of their own people than they have the actual enemy. So this should be entertaining. Oh, they've got visuals on us. They've got visuals on us, yeah. Oh! Oh! No, stop teabagging me, you bastards. Oh, you bunch of sick gits. I got killed. Oh, dear. Oh, I have to say, I don't think much of these defenders. These people who are supposed to be guarding me. Not impressed. I mean, aren't they supposed to, like, jump in front of the rocket when it's about to kill me? Oh, this should be interesting. There's Mac trying to avoid the rockets. Oh, so close. Insta promotion if you hit Mac. It's only a matter of time. He can't dodge it for so long. Oh, he actually killed someone. Brad Apple has been murdered. Sabred down. Oh, look, look, he's being smart. Yeah, I know. Who would have thought it? There we go. He's going to eyeglass him to death. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Loads of loads of sabers coming in his direction. Loads of rockets. Oh, there we go. Oh, Aztir has killed him. Aztir has killed Mac. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Never mind. Anyway, that has been the siege battle for this evening. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed it as much as these guys obviously did. You can see the ridiculousness that is the rockets. Bunch of spamming hoe bags. So there we go. Good game, and we shall see you next week with more siege goodness. See you later, guys.